I'm Laura Malloy. I'm here at the Prince William County Office of Historic Preservation. Today I'm standing in the cemetery behind Mount Pleasant Baptist Church. Mount Pleasant Baptist Church is an important landmark here in the settlement community. The settlement community is a community that was started after the Civil War by formerly enslaved African Americans here in western Prince William County in the Gainesville area. There are many important buildings and structures that made up the settlement community, and generally, although it doesn't have confined boundaries, it was between Old Carolina Road, Carver Road, and Lee Highway. Mount Pleasant Baptist Church is here on Lee Highway. The structure that stands behind me today dates to about 1929, although there are many earlier structures that were around before then through the 19th century. The cemetery itself here dates to the late 19th century. The earliest grave here is in the 1890s, and it is now associated here with the church. There were other buildings in the settlement community as well, one of which was actually the Shady Inn Dance Hall, which is just down the road here on Lee Highway. The Shady Inn Dance Hall operated between the 1940s and the 1960s, and it was a music venue. So you could go here to hear jazz and swing, and it was a very popular venue here for the settlement community. It is currently an abandoned building. It now stands vacant. It was converted to a church after its use as a dance hall in the 1960s. The children of the community use the McCray School. The McCray School, actually one of the iterations of the McCray School was here on the Mount Pleasant Baptist Church property at one point. And then the McCray School operated all the way through the 1950s, when it then actually merged with the Antioch School and became Antioch McCray, which was on Thoroughfare Road. I'm here today with Yolanda King. Yolanda King is a descendant of one of the founders of the settlement community and of the church. And Yolanda will tell us a little bit more about the history of the settlement community as well as the history of her ancestor.
Hello everyone, my name is Yolanda King, Yolanda Grayson King. I'm a descendant of one of the founding members of Mount Pleasant Baptist Church, Sally Grayson. When I think of the Mount Pleasant community, I think of a writer named Abraham Herschel. Build your life as if it were a work of art. From the very beginning, our settlement family members worked very hard with making a living. Some worked as blacksmiths, cooks, housekeepers, midwives, nurses, farmers, and all through the years. Down through the years, they became federal workers and state government employees. Some went into the military and some became entrepreneurs, such as banking and private enterprise. But most of all, they were very grateful to God for allowing them to have their families, land, and their church. The settlement was a place where all the families knew everyone. Most of the settlement activities centered around our beloved Mount Pleasant Baptist Church. To give you an idea of some of the activities that we did, some of my fond memories, whereas one of the deacons, an entrepreneur, a deacon, Willie Fields, had his own bus service. We went to see the York, Pennsylvania State Fair. We all get together and we pack a picnic lunch, and we had a great time. Also, too, some of the activities in the neighborhood, we had lawn parties, and some of the guys got together with their own baseball team, and we played against the Fairfax, Falls Church, and Warrenton and Aldie areas. But most of all, my favorite memory was the fourth Sunday in August, where everyone would get a new outfit. The ladies would dress up in their beautiful hats and their gloves, and we would all have wonderful food, and we would all look forward to getting together with our classmates from other schools. So in closing, the settlement itself, you can picture the neighborhood as a wonderful work of art. It was a true community of neighbors getting together, worshiping, working, playing, and helping each other through the good times and the bad times with gratitude and pride.
Well, thank you to Yolanda King, who is a descendant of Sally Grayson, one of the founders of the settlement community and of Mount Pleasant Baptist Church. Thank you to her for sharing the history of the settlement and of the church and her ancestor here. If you'd like to learn more about the settlement community, you can visit the Historic Communities page. The settlement community is actually also on the African American History Trail. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe.